All that glitters is not gold at the moment for England as they whimper to a draw against the Danes in their most recent match. Standing in the way now from, of course, top in the group, Slovenia. Will they get it right this time around? We're going to get into it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back once again in the Irish preview. Looking forward to England completing their group stage encounters. Standing in the way, of course, will be Slovenia. That's right, and that's over in Group C. We'll get to it in a minute. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for Euro 2024 is right here under on Ruski. We're looking forward to the three lions. Can their real three lions stand up? They've been all this. They've been all this so far and not delivered. So we'll get into all of that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs, the other patrons. You know who you are. 50 likes if you can for this one. Looking forward to it because technically England are limping around a little bit. We need to see the real England. But first and foremost, we're going to have a look. I don't know why, but we're going to look at Slovenia. They qualified as Group H runners-up. They secured their spot on the 20th of November, 2023. They've been here just the one time before. Matiš Kek is your manager. Starman Benjamin Sesko, who's again flattered to deceive. He had a lot of build-up to this tournament, has Sesko, and so far yet to deliver as well. They're currently in Group C, of course, 10-1 to win the group, 5-4 to qualify to win the whole thing, 250-1. Currently, they're still at 250-1. My expectation was a group stage exit for Slovenia, and currently they're looking along those lines. As you can see, they've actually had 3 1-1 draws on the spin, if you include their last pre-tournament match against Bulgaria. They picked up a draw against the Danes, they picked up a draw against the Serbians, and they're coming into this in third spot. A draw against England could be enough for them to qualify with 3 points as runners-up. In fact, yeah, they could. They could be in that discussion. Of course, there might be a coin flip between Slovenia and Denmark. But right now, it's anyone's guess. Anyone's guess. I think England are there. I think they're going to qualify one way, one how. I think a loss here would put Slovenia top, would put England in second. And then 4 points should be enough for England to qualify as one of the last 16, sort of one of the third place teams here. So Slovenia, a draw puts them in the conversation, maybe, perhaps, squeaking in here as a runners-up. But who knows? Who knows? But at the minute, I don't see it. I don't see it. Of course, take a look at the key personnel for the Slovenians. Of course, coming at you, all black between the sticks, probably one of the best top 5 goalkeepers in the world. Bracalo in there, Hovart, Sesko. My starting 11, we've got all black, Janza, Bracalo, Brijo, Stojkovic. There we have, what else we got? Surin, Elsnich, Hovat, Spora, Sesko, and Malka up top. That's, of course, my 11. Of course, let me know your thoughts and opinions about that 11. Is it good enough to win this game? What about England then, shall we? Coming at you as Group C winners. They secured their spot on the 17th of October, 2023. They've been here 10 times in the past. Gareth Southgate is your weakest link, aka your manager. Also, Jude Bellingham, the star man, and I would say he's living up to that bill at that moment. Group C is their venue right here. They qualified to win the group 5-2 on, to win the group 25-1 on to qualify, and to win the whole thing 10-3. They've actually drifted to 9-2 right now. Semi-final prediction was my expectation for England before a ball was kicked. They're coming into this unbeaten, just the one goal conceded in their most recent game against Denmark. They opened it up though with a 1-0 win over Serbia, and they of course top the group. A draw should be enough for England to win this group, you would think. Put them on 5 points. Denmark could also get on 5 points. But realistically, we shouldn't be expecting a draw here. We should be expecting a victory for England. Of course, let's take a look at the lineup I'm expecting for this game in just 1 second. Let's have a look at the key personnel first, shall we? So far, no minutes for Adam Wharton, no minutes for Anthony Gordon. Some players that could change it up a little bit, give Southgate a different option, refresh it up a little bit. And right now, I think the frustration among English fans is just how it's been played. The Trent trying to occupy Trent in midfield, where of course a position he's not really familiar with, and trying to squeeze Foden and Bellingham at the same occasion. It's the Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard headache once again, trying to get the best out of 3 players, where realistically only 1 or 2 can actually do. So this is my lineup for this game. Again, Pickford, Trippier, Stones, Guehi, and Walker. We got Gordon on the left. We got Rice. We got Palmer starting. Bellingham, Saka, Kane. You might even drop Kane as well. To be fair, if they want to, I don't see a world where you drop Kane, but you could. You're pretty much there. We'll see. As for the game itself, coming at you this coming 25th of June at the Kronen Stadium, England against Slovenia. They have played each other 6 times since 2009. England winning 5 of them. Slovenia yet to get a win. There's been 1 draw, of course. England 50% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat in the last 5. Of course, Slovenia though unbeaten in the last 6, drawing 3 on the bounce. Unbeaten though in the last 6. The last match between these two sides back in October 2017 was a 1-0 win for England. It was in the World Cup qualifying campaign. Back-to-back clean sheets against Slovenia. So Slovenia actually picked up a point in the most recent match. That, again, it will be enough for England to qualify within top 2 spots, you would imagine. But it does put the conundrum of maybe falling into a runners-up spot instead of top spot. And I just figured that out. That Denmark could actually play the Germans in the last 16. Anyway, 15-19 on is your England. Of course, they are favoured for this game. 4-1 is your draw. 7-1 is your Slovenia. England are still favoured here by the public vote. 58% have gone with England. And so they should be. They've got the players. They've got the individuals. Denmark are just Denmark. I think Slovenia will be... I think England will carve them open in the end. And that's, of course, where we're at here right now. My opinion on this game. We've not seen the real England, and maybe a game like this is a chance for England to kind of play a bit more fancy football. They're pretty much there, you would imagine. I think if they went into this match with the mentality that they're already there, it might be that might be a little dangerous. But if they do, they might be able to reassure themselves that they can play the actual brand of football they want, and maybe the weight of expectation, which is monumental. I tell you, the pressure that's on England players right now is huge. The expectation from the fans watching at home is massive. I do think England will come out on top, 2-0 win. And maybe calm a little bit of nerves, and of course maybe ease the pressure a little bit on these players. And of course we'll go through to the last 16. But realistically, they're not played a big boy. Denmark's were decent, and they were always going to cause problems. And I always had a kind of an element of suspicion that they were going to get something out of the game. But I've been fooled. I've been hoodwinked by all the glitters and goals that is this England team. This England team should be semi-finals. It should be. Whether it's the coach, whether it's something else. Something's not right. Something's not sitting right. And a lot of people are pointing the finger of blame right now. And right now, England need a result to calm the nerves, get them back on track, and get them all believing again. Because currently, a lot of people are saying it's not coming home. And it probably isn't at the moment. Anyway, until then, subscribe, smash the like. We'll be back for the the last 16. England should be there. But whereabouts they'll fall in the bracket, we'll see. But until then, we are done.